Been a while. So, what was it? 3 years I think I posted my last video. Quite a bit's changed since then. I've had a couple of different jobs, relationships, and yeah, life's been a bit strange and confusing. I think the last one was even pre-COVID. Wow, that's weird to think. So yeah, I was just thinking about this channel today. Not sure why, but it sprang to mind, and I thought I'd make a video for it. I discovered that today is also Suicide Prevention Day, and tomorrow is obviously September the 11th, which is a massive event for a lot of people, let's say. I mean, I still remember where I was and what I was doing on September the 11th in 2001. I was at work, and the news started coming out on the radio in the factory as to what had happened, and we worked through it. But there were plenty of stops during the day where people were asking questions and like, is this real? Is this what's happened? And I remember getting home on the night and switching the TV on, and the scale of the thing, mind-boggling. And I guess the realisation that that's tomorrow made me think a little bit about the way my mind's working at the moment. This isn't attentional sympathy grab, this is just straight off the bat. I haven't written anything down for this. This isn't scripted. I've got a vague idea of what I want to talk about, but that's it. My mental health's been on the decline for a long time, and I'm struggling. But in saying that, I keep ticking over, continue to press on, which is good, I think. I'm not sure if I'd quit drinking the last time I recorded a video for this channel, but I'm just over 3 years sober, which has helped no end. It was desperately needed. Didn't like what it was turning me into, so that needed to happen. Glad it did. And there's little things pulling me through, like the band. Yeah, we're doing the odd gig. I would like the band to be busier, but unfortunately that's not a very realistic expectation with the way people are, because you know, members have work and what have you, and we can't keep gigging and we can't keep recording stuff. So you know, I would like to do my own stuff, but I haven't got the technology to do it, although I am kind of working on something to rectify that in the background. So I'm finding those little things, those little flashes of light, those little, you know, elements of life that I can try and cling to keep me in the game, so to speak. I was leafing through social media today, and there's obviously a lot of debate going on at the moment about, you know, what's happening in America with Donald Trump, and in this country everyone seems to be caught in the throes of reform fever. It's not everyone, but it seems to be, you know, everyone's suddenly thinking Nigel Farage is the best thing on the face of the earth. Personally, I don't care for the man in the slightest. but you know, people seem to like what he's peddling, and what he's peddling is pretty negative, in my humble opinion. There's a lot of negativity bleeding out, and as a result, a lot of the people on social media who you think were, you know, these people, these friends, and then you read some of this rhetoric they're coming out with, and you think, who are you? You're not. When did you turn into this person? One of my friends, heavily into her alternative remedies and things. Let's say the spiritual side, going to anti-immigration marches, and I'm thinking, surely you of all people should be more welcoming. You know, should be more accepting of people. Why are you peddling hatred? And it just really, really gets me down. But then a post popped up from a friend of mine who I don't speak to very often, admittedly. I'm more friends with her husband. And she put up a couple of posts up back to back. And because of the social groups that I know that she's attached to, I was quite surprised to see them, but in a good way. It really surprised me, because I know if certain people had seen her posting these kind of things, you know, they would have probably given a stick for it. And it was just that little bit. I was like, well, okay, so perhaps there's a bit of good still going around there then, you know. And it made me think that, you know, perhaps we, you know, perhaps there is something to keep pushing towards. And I guess with tomorrow being what it is, it also made me think, you know, well, I'm here and they aren't. You know, and you could easily say, well, I should be making the most of the life that I have, and the, you know, the body that I have, you know, and they didn't have the chance. But that's not enough sometimes. It's the same as people say, it could be worse. It's that kind of attitude. It's like, you know, there's always someone suffering more, so you shouldn't be unhappy. And that's just gaslighting. You know, at the end of the day, if you're struggling, you're struggling. Just because other people are doesn't mean that you aren't. And if you are struggling, just know that there are people out there that can help. There are plenty of channels to get in contact with. I mean, my support network are there. I know they're there. I don't call on them very often. Thankfully, I haven't. Well, I don't need to all that often. Either that, or I can just kind of, you know, lock myself down and wait for it to pass. But some people haven't got that bit of fortitude that you need. Just know that, you know, as I say, your friends, they would want to hear from you. So get in touch with them. Even if it's just a message saying, call me. Anything. Reach out. Don't just sit there and bottle it up. Because bottling it up, same as anger. Whenever you bottle anything up, at some point the bottle can't hold anymore and it breaks. And that's when it's dangerous. So don't bottle it up. Get it out there. I suppose the way I get it out there is, well, I used to be making videos like this. Maybe it will be again, who knows. I've got my gaming channel now, so I get to, you know, do some talking on there, which is good. I've got my band, so you know, those I get to vent and get the frustrations out and what have you. And yeah, I guess I'm just trying to say that no matter how bleak it is, people are out there. People care for you. And I'm not doing that to guilt you into things. I'm just saying that people would much rather hear your voice than your obituary. So bear that in mind, and hopefully I might start making more regular videos on here. We shall see. I just felt like making this one today. It felt kind of poignant. So we'll see what happens. But anyway, so yeah, look after yourselves. With any luck, I'll see you on the next one, whenever it is. Until then, you have a good one.